Hello, language learners and travel enthusiasts, and welcome back to Learning English with Noel. I'm your host, Noel, and today I'm joined by my wonderful co-host, Mark.
Hey everyone, super excited to be here, especially for today's topic. As someone who loves to travel, I know firsthand how important it is to be able to communicate when you're in a new country.
Absolutely, Mark. And that's exactly what we're diving into today. We're going to equip all of you globe-trotting listeners with essential travel English phrases that will make your adventures smoother, more enjoyable, and significantly less stressful.
Because, let's be honest, nothing's worse than being in a foreign country and feeling completely lost for words.
Precisely. So, whether you're planning your next big trip or just dreaming about it, this episode is your passport to confidence. We'll cover everything from basic greetings to asking for directions, ordering food, and even handling unexpected situations.
Because, let's be honest, nothing's worse than being in a foreign country and feeling completely lost for words.
So grab a pen and paper, or just kick back and listen, because learning English with Noel starts now. Part 1, the basics, greeting, politeness, and getting attention. All right, Mark, let's kick things off with the absolute fundamentals. Before you even ask for anything, you need to know how to be polite and get someone's attention. What's the first thing that comes to mind?
Hello, and thank you. Those are definitely universal.
Exactly. Let's start with those. Hello, hi, hey, simple greetings. Hello is formal. Hi is casual. Hey is very informal. Usually for people you know or a relaxed setting, meaning a general greeting. Example, hello, good morning, hi, how are you, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Time-specific greetings, meaning polite greetings depending on the time of day. Example, good afternoon, could I have a menu? Please, a magical word, meaning used to make a request polite. Example, could I have a coffee? Please, thank you, thanks, cheers. Expressing gratitude, meaning expressing appreciation. Cheers is common in the UK, often used casually for thanks. Example, thank you for your help. Thanks. I appreciate it. /UK, here's your drink. Cheers. You're welcome. No problem. My pleasure. Responding to thanks, meaning acknowledging thanks. My pleasure is more formal and emphasizes willingness to help. Example, thank you. You're welcome. Excuse me. The ultimate attention getter and apologizer, meaning very versatile, can be used too. 1. Get someone's attention. Excuse me. Do you know where the train station is? 2. Apologize for a small bump or interruption. Oh, excuse me. 3. Politely ask someone to repeat themselves. Excuse me. Example, excuse me. Could you tell me the time? Bumping into someone. Oh, excuse me. Didn't hear excuse me?
Excuse me is definitely a lifesaver. I've used that countless times, especially when trying to navigate crowded streets or markets.
It's fantastic because it works in so many situations. It's a polite way to initiate a conversation with a stranger or to acknowledge a minor mishap.
And what about when you don't quite understand what someone has said?
An excellent point. That leads us to some phrases for clarification. I'm sorry. I don't understand. Meaning, a polite way to say you didn't comprehend. Example, I'm sorry. I don't understand what you mean. Could you please repeat that? Meaning, asking someone to say something again. Example, it's quite noisy here. Could you please repeat that? Could you speak more slowly? Please, meaning, requesting a slower pace of speech. Example, my English isn't very strong. Could you speak more slowly? Please. Do you speak English? Meaning, a direct question to ascertain if communication in English is possible. Example, approche. Ang a local excuse me. Do you speak English?
I've definitely had to pull out, could you speak more slowly, please? A few times, especially when faced with fast talkers.
It's perfectly acceptable and even appreciated by native speakers, as it shows you're making an effort to communicate. Never be afraid to ask for clarification. Part 2. Navigation and directions. Now that we've got the pleasantries down, let's talk about getting around. This is where a lot of tourists can feel a bit lost, literally and figuratively. Mark, what's your biggest challenge when it comes to directions in a new place?
Knowing where anything is, and understanding the answers when I ask.
Exactly. So, let's look at some key phrases for navigation. Where is? The most fundamental question for locations, meaning asking for the location of a place. Examples: where is the nearest ATM? Where is the bus station? Where is the bathroom, restroom? Note, bathroom is more common in the US. Restroom is also widely understood. In the UK, you might hear loo or toilet. Where is street name? Landmark. How do I get to? Asking for directions to a place. Meaning, inquiring about the route to a destination. Example, how do I get to the city center from here? Is it far? Meaning, asking about the distance to a location. Example, the museum. Is it far from here? Is it walkable? Meaning, asking if a destination is close enough to reach on foot. Example, is the market walkable from the hotel? Can you show me on the map? Crucial if verbal directions are confusing. Meaning, requesting a visual aid for directions. Example, I'm a bit lost. Can you show me on the map, please? Which way is? Pointing in a general direction. Meaning, asking for the correct direction to head. Example, pointing which way is the train station I'm looking for. More polite than a direct where is, meaning, stating your intention to find a specific place. Example, excuse me, I'm looking for a good restaurant.
What about understanding the directions given? Sometimes people give a lot of information at once.
Great question. Here are some common directional terms you'll hear. Go straight ahead. Walk straight on. Meaning, continue walking forward without turning. Turn left, turn right. Meaning, change direction to the left or right. It's on your left. It's on your right. Meaning, the destination will be on that side when you face it. Go past. Meaning, continue walking until you have gone beyond a particular landmark. Example, go past the big church and then turn right. It's just around the corner. Meaning, it's very close, just a short walk. Cross the street / cross the road. meaning walk to the other side of the street. At the traffic lights, at the roundabout, meaning instructions related to specific road features. Take the first, second, third exit for roundabouts, meaning which turn to take on a circular intersection. Mind the gap specifically for trains. Common in UK, meaning be careful of the space between the train and the platform.
That's really helpful. I think knowing those key directional terms would make a huge difference in understanding what locals are telling you.
Absolutely. And always remember, if you're still unsure, it's better to ask again than to get completely lost. Most people are happy to help a tourist. Part 3. Food, drink, and dining out. All right, my favorite part of travel. The food, Mark. What's your go-to phrase when you're hungry in a new place?
Probably, I'm starving. But that's not very polite, is it?
Not always the most useful. Let's get you some practical phrases for dining. I'd like a table for number people, please. Meaning, requesting a table at a restaurant for a specific number of diners. Example, good evening. I'd like a table for 2, please. Can I see the menu, please? Meaning, requesting the menu. What do you recommend? Meaning, asking for suggestions from the staff. I'll have dish name, drink, please. Meaning, ordering your food or drink. Example, I'll have the pasta and a glass of water, please. Could I have a glass of tap water, please? Often free. Meaning, requesting regular, unfiltered water, often from the tap. Is this spicy? Meaning, inquiring about the spice level of a dish. I'm allergic to allergy. Crucial for dietary needs. Meaning, informing about a food allergy. Example, I'm allergic to nuts. Does this dish contain peanuts? The bill. Check. Please. Note. Bill is common in the UK. Check in the US, meaning requesting the total cost of your meal. Can I pay by card? Cash, meaning asking about accepted payment methods. Is a tip included? Meaning inquiring if a service charge has already been added to the bill. Could we split the bill? If dining with others, meaning asking to divide the total cost among the diners.
That is a tip included. One is super important. Tipping culture can be so different around the world.
Absolutely. It saves you from either over-tipping or, perhaps worse, not tipping when it's expected. Also, for dietary restrictions, it's always better to be clear and direct. Don't assume anything.
And what if you want to order something specific that you don't know the English word for, but you can point to it?
Great point. You can always say, I'd like this, please, while pointing. Or, if you're in a market, how much is this? While holding up the item. How much is this? Meaning, asking for the price of an item. Example, holding up a souvenir, how much is this?
Simple but effective.
Part 4. Shopping and transactions. Beyond food, shopping is another big part of travel. From souvenirs to necessities. You'll need a few phrases for purchases.
I'm always looking for a good deal, so knowing how to ask about prices is key.
Exactly. Let's get into it. How much does this cost? What's the price of this? Meaning, asking for the price. Do you have this in a different size, color? Meaning, inquiring about variations of an item. Example, I like this shirt, but do you have it in a larger size? Can I try this on for clothes? Meaning, asking permission to wear an item to see if it fits. I'm just looking, thank you. When browsed and approached by staff, meaning, politely declining assistance when you're simply browse. Do you accept credit cards? Meaning, confirming payment methods. Can I get a receipt, please? Meaning, requesting proof of purchase. Where is the changing room, fitting room? Meaning, asking for the location to try on clothes. Do you have any discounts? Meaning, inquiring about sales or promotions.
That I'm just looking phrase is so useful. I always feel awkward when someone asks if I need help and I don't know how to politely say no.
It's a perfect polite refusal. It tells them you appreciate their offer but don't need assistance at the moment. Part 5. Accommodation and getting help. All right, let's move on to accommodation. Checking into a hotel or hostel requires a few specific phrases.
And knowing how to ask for help if something goes wrong is vital.
Precisely. I have a reservation under the name your name. Meaning, informing the hotel staff about your booking. What time is check-in, check-out? Meaning, asking about the designated times. For arrival and departure, is breakfast included? Meaning, inquiring about breakfast. Availability and cost. What's the Wi-Fi password? Meaning, requesting access to the internet. Could I have an extra towel, pillow? Meaning, requesting additional items for your room. My key isn't working. Meaning, informing staff about a problem with your room key. The item isn't working. E.g., the air conditioning isn't working. Meaning, reporting a malfunction. Is there a safe in the room? Meaning, asking about a secure storage option. Where is the gym, pool, restaurant? Meaning, asking for the location of hotel facilities.
And in a more serious situation, if you really need help.
Excellent point. For emergencies or urgent situations, these phrases are critical. Help, meaning an urgent plea for assistance. I need help, meaning stating your need for assistance. Call an ambulance, the police, meaning directing someone to call emergency services. I've lost my passport, wallet, meaning reporting a lost item. Someone stole my item, meaning reporting a theft. Where is the nearest hospital, pharmacy? Meaning, asking for medical assistance locations.
Hopefully, listeners won't need those last few, but it's really important to know them just in case.
Exactly. Preparation is key, even for the unexpected. Part 6. Transportation and getting around. Moving on to transportation, whether it's by taxi, bus, or train. You'll need to know how to navigate the local transport system.
Public transport can be a maze in new cities, so clear communication is essential.
Right. Here are some useful phrases. A ticket to destination, please. Meaning, requesting a ticket for a specific place. Example, a ticket to the airport, please. Single or return, UK English, one way or round trip. US English, meaning asking if you want a ticket for one. Journey or a return journey. What time does the next train, bus leave? Meaning inquiring about the schedule. Does this bus go to destination? Meaning confirming the route of a bus. How long is the journey to destination? Meaning asking about the duration of the trip. Stop. Here, please, for taxis or buses without designated stops, meaning requesting the driver to pull over. How much is it to destination for taxis before starting, meaning asking for the fare. Can you take me to address, landmark, please? For taxis, meaning giving your destination to a taxi driver. Is this the right platform for destination for trains, meaning confirming the correct platform?
I've often found myself just pointing at maps when trying to get a taxi, but knowing "can you take me to ... would be much better.
It definitely makes you sound more confident and prepared. And don't forget the importance of body language. A smile and pointing can go a long way when words fail. Part 7. Common situational phrases and etiquette. Beyond those categories, there are a few general phrases that can smooth over many common tourist situations and show good etiquette.
Like apologies, I imagine.
Exactly. I'm sorry for minor mistakes or apologies, meaning expressing regret or apology. Example, I'm sorry, I didn't see you there. Pardon me. Similar to excuse me. Often for bumping or asking to pass, meaning a polite apology or request to move past someone. Could you help me? Meaning a general request for assistance. I need when you need something specific, meaning stating a requirement. Example, I need a SIM card for my phone. Exactly. I'm sorry for minor mistakes or apologies, meaning expressing regret or apology. Example, I'm sorry, I didn't see you there. Pardon me. Similar to excuse me. Often for bumping or asking to pass, meaning a polite apology or request to move past someone. Could you help me? Meaning a general request for assistance. I need when you need something specific, meaning stating a requirement. Example, I need a SIM card for my phone.
Those simple, polite phrases can really make a difference in how locals perceive you. It shows respect for their culture and effort to communicate.
Absolutely. A little politeness goes a long, long way. And remember that smiling and a friendly demeanor are universal languages. Part 8. Mark's traveler tips and common pitfalls. Mark, as our resident traveler and someone who's used these phrases in real-life scenarios, do you have any final tips for our listeners? Any common mistakes to avoid?
Definitely. My biggest piece of advice is 1. Don't be afraid to try. Even if your pronunciation isn't perfect, most people appreciate the effort. They'd rather you try and be understood than stay silent and frustrated. 2. Use gestures and pointing. As Noel said, body language is a huge help. If you can point to something on a map or to the item you want, it bridges the communication gap. 3. Keep it simple. Don't try to construct complex sentences. Stick to the basic phrases we've discussed. Short and clear is better than long and confusing. 4. Practice before you go. Even just saying these phrases out loud to yourself a few times can build confidence. 5. Listen actively. Try to pick up on key words in their response. Even if you don't understand the full sentence, you might catch left, right, or straight. 6. Download offline maps and translation apps. Technology can be a huge backup when your English skills hit a wall. 7. Be patient and polite. Sometimes communication takes a little longer. A friendly attitude makes everything easier.
Fantastic advice, Mark. The confidence to try is probably the most important thing. You're not aiming for perfection, just effective communication, and remembering that most people are genuinely willing to help you.
Exactly. You're a guest in their country, and showing a bit of effort goes a long way.
Part 9, Q&A, Listener Spotlight. We had a few questions submitted by our listeners on social media. Mark, let's tackle one or two.
Hi, Noel and Mark. I'm traveling to London soon. What's the best way to ask for the toilet there? I hear they say loo or were.
Great question. While bathroom or restroom are understood in the UK, toilet is perfectly acceptable and most common. You might also hear loo. WC water closet is less common in spoken English now, but you might still see it on signs, especially older ones. So, excuse me, where's the toilet? Or excuse me, where's the loo? Are both great options.
That's really helpful. It's those little regional differences that can sometimes trip you up.
Part 10. Recap and call to action. We've covered a lot of ground today, from polite greetings to navigating unfamiliar cities and handling common situations. Let's do a quick recap of some of the most crucial categories.
We started with the absolute basics. Hello, please, thank you, and the versatile excuse me. And for clarification, I'm sorry, I don't understand, and could you speak more slowly?
Then we moved on to getting around. Where is and how do I get to? And understanding directions like go straight ahead, turn left or right, and it's on your left, right.
For dining, remember, a table for number people. Can I see the menu? I'll have dish name. The bill, please. Is a tip included?
And for general situations and emergencies, how much is this? For shopping, I have a reservation. For accommodation ... and importantly, help, or I need help, if something goes wrong.
The key takeaway is confidence and effort. Don't be afraid to use these phrases, even if you feel a little nervous. The more you practice, the more natural they'll become.
Precisely. We hope this episode has given you the confidence to embark on your next adventure with a stronger command of travel English. Remember, every phrase you learn is another step towards a richer travel experience.
If you found this episode helpful, please give us a like, share, and subscribe to Learning English with Noel on YouTube. Your support helps us create more content like this.
And we'd love to hear from you. What are your go-to-travel phrases? Or what situations have you found most challenging when communicating in English abroad? Leave a comment below the video or reach out to us on our social media channels. We're always looking for new ideas and ways to help you improve your English.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Safe travels and happy learning.
Until next time, keep practicing and keep exploring. Goodbye for now.